Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Today I'm with my buddy, a good friend, old friend from the band Amoral, Ben Varon, and it is a pleasure to meet him after a long time.
It is, man.
And so good to have you here. And thank you for doing this, man.
Sure, my pleasure.
Talking about you guys playing at Dark River Festival and whatnot,
Happy to.
and what's happening in your life and all that kind of stuff. So
Good.
tell me, how you doing, man?
Doing good, thank you very much. We're halfway through this summer thing with the Moro. After many, many years of a break, it's so much fun to be back with the old gang playing these old songs we did as early 20s,
Yeah,
reminiscing, a bit of nostalgia.
right on.
And just getting the chops back up to play technical death metal. It's so much fun. Like, it's a challenge. Like, I haven't played these riffs in years and years.
Correct.
It's been a fun little exercise to do.
The first thing, like, how did the idea came in that, let's bring Amoral back?
We're talking with Nico, the singer, about it first. Like a year and a half ago already. Like, oh, it's gonna be 20. Can you imagine? 20 years from the crowning.
Yeah.
And should we do like this reunion thing? Just joking. And then like, actually, how do you really feel about it? Like, dude, I think it would be cool. What about you? Yeah, me too. Let's ask the rest.
All right.
Just a quick phone round or a few messages. Like, Silver loved the idea.
Yeah.
Erkki loved the idea. Like, why not? Unfortunately, our drummer Jofi, who was a big part with me since the beginning,
Oh, definitely, yeah.
and he just decided he's not about looking back and has these other things.
Right.
We respected his decision, but it was sad that we couldn't get the complete
Yeah, lineup.
original lineup. But he gave us his blessing. Like, of course, guys, you do. If you feel like doing it, you have my blessing. And we got Atte from our friends band Varon
Oh, yeah.
to jump in.
He's a
and
great drummer.
yeah, he's a monster.
Yeah,
He's really
yeah,
doing a good job.
Absolutely.
And he practiced every fill. He's really wants to do justice to Yufi's drum parts, which I
Right.
appreciate.
Right.
Because his drumming and his fills and things were such a big part of the songs that you need to nail them.
Sure, definitely. I get it. With that in mind, now, as you were talking about, it's fun to relearn things and so on. How was the process for you? Like, getting back into, the muscle memory, of course, would come somehow.
With some songs.
Yeah.
Some of it I felt like I went to YouTube, to slow it down and like
Yeah.
learn it like somebody else's song. It's been
Right.
some of these songs we've never played live once,
Oh, yeah.
even 20 years ago.
Right.
Because you know how it is. You release an album and you only play this part, but not these ones.
Right.
So really, luckily, I have my guitar partner Silver, whose memory is so much better when it comes to music and riffs. So
Right.
he would send me like, oh, it's actually like this, what you did
Yeah,
back
yeah,
then. This is because I'm like, which one is me? I don't know which one is I'm
Right.
supposed to play.
Right.
So Silver was a big help, and really, I'm like, just like anybody learning a cover song on YouTube, slowing it down and like trying to hear, looking at old live videos. Where's my hand across the fingerboard? Okay, I played it up here. It's fine.
Right.
It was funny, but it also, like you said, muscle memory. Sometimes like I have no idea, and then it just it's here,
It's here. Yeah.
and I love that feeling. With okay, here's where it's supposed to be played.
So are you keeping the same set list throughout, like for these shows that you're doing?
Yeah, right now we are, except if you have to shorten it a bit.
Yeah.
Like in Dark River, we have 60 minutes, so a couple songs have to be left out.
Right.
But yeah, mostly because we're playing the crowning front to back
Right.
in order, and then we're gonna play as much time as we have some others from the first 3 albums.
Right. 20 years, man. That's something.
Oh yeah, we're old.
Something. Old but gold.
Exactly.
Old but gold. So talking about the set list, do you have a particular song that is your favorite, was the favorite one to learn? Relearn.
Oh, that's a good question. I've really enjoyed this one song. I don't think we're still fighting about this within the band, if we ever played it live or not, because I would say never once did we play it, and Silver or Erkki think we've played it once or twice.
Well, considering the factor that you just said that Silver has a better memory, so...
True. I should trust him, right?
Exactly.
But some people in the band think we've tried it live, and I don't remember ever playing it. Control Cancer is this mid-tempo song amidst all these faster ones on the album, and I have no recollection. I had to really learn from zero every riff and really get comfortable. It's a hard tempo to groove because it's super slow kind of thing.
Right.
But now it's one of my favorites to play. I love the groove. I love just vibing on the riff. It's so heavy, the heavy parts, and so I think that's
you guys never transcribed anything.
No, nothing.
Are you thinking about it?
why start now?
Well, I mean, you can always make a buck out of it as well. Officially release the transcriptions.
You think there's a bug to be made there, really, on the internet?
You guys let us know. You guys let us know. All the guitar players out there, are you interested to learn the immoral stuff in its original form? Not like learning from,
Yeah.
trying to figure out by ear.
Yeah, we never did it. Maybe, I think Silver sent me one piece of tab for the most complex riff. Like, okay, this is just easier. I'm going to write it down, and he did.
Right.
Otherwise, it's always been with us just by ear and showing each other. Okay,
The good old school way.
the old school way.
Good old school.
Yeah.
There are a lot of nowadays, so many ways to be able to,
Yeah,
come across all these technical things that are going around. Just tap them out and stay there. But then old school style is that you.
but I like it. Like, of course, now you can just sit at home by yourself and do everything. Just send it to the guys and let's see at sound check.
Yeah.
But back in the day, we were kids. We're still living at our parents' place when we started doing the first album, and just I went to Silver's place and we sit down with little Coke cans and he shows me riffs, I show him riffs, and we just build songs.
Coca-Cola, by the way.
Exactly.
Yeah, just making sure.
Yeah, just kids playing metal, loving it and soaking it all in. All the other bands, like, did you hear the new Arcturus album or the new this or this or this? Like,
We would
Decapitated.
sit down together as well to
Yeah.
listen to stuff. Not like
Oh,
let
we
me
did.
put my headphones right now.
Dude, of course, this is old people reminiscing, but it was so cool. During the weekends, we would all run individually to record stores in the morning.
Oh yeah.
And we actually had almost a competition who gets to Oskundivari first, because he always on Saturday mornings had new used stuff.
Yeah.
And used, of course, you get more bang for your buck because you can buy two albums instead of one.
Definitely.
So whoever got to Osku first would pick up all the gems,
Yeah.
the used stuff, and then we'll meet at one friend's place a few hours later. Like, dude, I found this Mayhem album, I found this, and then we just listen to it. Like,
Yeah,
this
yeah.
is such a cool riff, and
Right.
never happens anymore. We should start like a heavy metal Saturday meetings for a couple hours.
Yeah, exactly.
Once a
Listen to
month.
some
Let's
albums.
bring an album. Let's hear it.
Yeah. You bring this time. You bring it.
Yeah.
Somebody else brings it. That's a good idea.
That was
We should
fun.
do that. We should do that. And basically, like nowadays, how many people sit down together to listen to the album? Else than if you're going to the gig.
Yeah, true. You don't sit down to listen to music. Almost even by yourself. It's just stuff that we put in our earbuds when we
Do other things.
do other things.
Right. Talking about that now.
This turned into a proper old geezers reminiscing. But I think it's the whole thing, which is a reunion of a 20-year-old album.
Exactly. So you gotta bring back 20 years to talk about. Like, okay, well, look how far we have come and how the things have changed and
And nothing has changed for the better, I
for
tell
the
you.
better. Exactly. So talking about nothing has changed for the better. Are you still using amps on the stage?
We are.
Yes.
Yes. That was we didn't even have to talk about it.
Right.
Of course, we love using amps. We still have the amps. I had an old 5150. Silver used to play one of those.
Right.
So I'm like, yeah, just borrow this. You're going to use this.
Right.
Cabs on stage. Like, why change it? It worked for us then. That was the sound. It's loud guitars coming from the stage, and that's what we want to do.
Right. But are you having in-ears still? Or
Nico
you're
has
using-
it. Yeah.
Okay.
For the singing.
Yeah, it helps.
Otherwise, we'll just have the.
Wedges coming.
Yeah.
The sound hitting the face.
Yes, I love it.
Right. That's the old school way. So you're properly bringing the old school stuff
Exactly.
on stage. So
I'm bringing the old
miss it.
guitars too, like from retirement. The
Right.
old Jacksons, I had period correct guitars.
Oh yeah.
The red one.
The Red Warrior.
Yeah, the Red Warrior is
Oh,
back
yes.
in business. Yeah.
All right, that's super cool, man. Now, regarding Dark River Festival, you have been to Dark River Festival sometimes.
Yeah, multiple times. Yeah.
What have your experience been? And of course, you may have seen the change as well. How
Yeah.
the festival.
So cool. I've seen it grow.
Exactly.
It was a small thing first. It keeps growing. It's so cool to see.
Definitely.
And the whole Dark River and Kotka in general have been so good to us. Like, our second show ever in 2002 was in Kotka.
Yeah.
Because Omnium Gatherum, we just met them at their show. We gave them a demo.
Right.
And then next thing I know, Markus Vanhala is texting or calling me, like, you guys want to play with us in this
super
thing?
cool.
So the second show ever, we play one in Helsinki. Next time, we're in Kotka. So
Nice.
since then, Kotka was a big part. It's like a home away from home
Right.
for
Right.
Amoro since the beginning. And our whole thing with Omnium Gatherum back in the day. And
Right.
so I really like playing there. It's always a good vibe. And the organizers are great for us. And I'm so grateful that like I told you, first festival.
Yeah.
No, we need this Amoro reunion thing
Right. Right.
to play at our
Exactly.
festival. And it's so cool to hear this.
Absolutely.
Love it.
But how's been your experience for playing different eras in Dark River Festival. I believe you played in 2020 as well.
Or 2021.
That was with Ocean Horse.
Yeah.
Right, right.
Yeah, I've been there with Ocean Horse lately, so that's what I remember most.
Sure.
It's the least hazy of the memories.
Definitely.
But yeah, just good vibes, everything working, good stage, good technicians, and just a family vibe there.
Definitely.
I'm not a fan of these huge festivals, especially as an audience. Like I'm not a fan of big crowds, so
Right.
it just works for me. This kind of more intimate.
More intimate
Yeah.
stuff. Yeah, right. So this year, if like basically you'll be introducing the band as well, the 20 years history of the band, to a lot of them who don't even know you, right?
Yeah.
And who would get to see you for the first time and hear the music for the first time. Is there a particular thing, or is there a particular song that you would say that, okay, check this out, and this kind of determines us?
I think that we have a few of these kind of signature songs. The opening of the album, what we opened this set with, also the Showdown is one of them, like a statement.
Right.
A lot of very amoral-esque riffs in that one. Then the title song of the album, The Crowning, is one of the ones that people like, and
Right.
with the middle part and just full blast headbanging, and Nico is really giving it all. He's all in. Yeah. And then from the next album, Reptile Ride, there's the opening, Leave Your Dead Behind, which is a fan
That's
favorite.
my favorite.
Yeah?
Yeah. That was the first song I heard from you guys as well.
Okay, that's cool. I didn't know.
Damn, that sounds good. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, so there's a few. But I think if somebody would ask me, so what does the band sound like, or sounded back then?
Yeah.
What can I expect? Just put on The Crowning, first song, Showdown starts, and like, okay,
Yeah.
this is what we do.
So any inspirations that you had back in that time, like when you were creating the album, like, okay, do we want to, obviously every band thinks that they want to sound different, right? But
Yeah.
they're influences, everybody has them.
Oh yeah.
And so what was your influence at that time, like while creating the album?
That's a good question, because it was all quite in a short period of time. The first album, second album, third, we worked fast.
Yeah.
And on the first album, I think you hear much more of the influences. Okay, this is this is this.
Yeah.
And we really worked hard within the band to make it sound our own. And I think on the second album, we managed much better than on the first one to shed some of the most blatant rip-off influences.
Right.
But we were all really into Opeth in the early 2000s, Morbid Angel, Children of Bodom, especially for me, Alexi and the band was such a huge influence.
Right.
What else? And always the ones we started as kids already, Pantera, Metallica, Megadeth,
Yeah.
those ones. So it's just a mix of everything that's going on at once. Decapitated was, since they were so young when they started, that was
Right.
big inspiration for us,
Right.
technicality-wise.
Yeah.
And technicality-wise also, Dream Theater was a big thing. We tried to
Sure.
learn those songs and bring our chops up.
Yep.
So just put all that in the blender and
See what comes out.
Yeah, and guess this is what it sounds like.
Yeah, that's awesome. Well, I wouldn't take much of your time, Ben, but any last words for the fans? We're looking forward to seeing you guys on stage at Dark River Festival.
Yeah, can't wait. It's now what, 2 weeks from now?
2 weeks.
Yeah, and we've had a month with no shows now, so I'm itching already to get back on the stage.
Right on.
See the guys. We're gonna start in 2 days rehearsing again to
Right.
get the set list tight and nice for you guys. So it's gonna be a good one. Can't wait.
Awesome. So be there, check them out at Dark River Festival. You can still get your tickets, and we are looking forward to having Amaral play at Dark River Festival. Thanks, Ben.
Cheers. Thank you, Asim.
Have a great one, man.